All right, Dev, we've arrived now in Lucknow from Ranchi. Can you take me back to last night and your impressions of that first T20 against India?
Yeah, I think for us it was a great start to the T20 series. It was nice to get the win under the belt. It's been a while since we've won in India, so yeah, it's a great way to start the series and good momentum moving forward.
Obviously, a challenging time in the ODIs for the side. For you personally, when we switch formats, how do you go about doing that yourself and kind of getting set for last night's game? Obviously, quite a quick turnaround in these two.
Yeah, I think for me personally with the bat, not a lot changes. I think I just got to try and lift my intent ever so slightly from ODI cricket to T20, maybe take a little bit more risk when needed. But yeah, I think from last night to tomorrow's game, there's a quick turnaround. So we're looking forward to continuing that momentum that we created in that first game and just build on that throughout the series.
In terms of momentum, you and Finn as the opening partnership last night were able to get the side off to a strong start. You didn't face too many balls yourself in the power play, but from the other end, how did it look like Finn was able to kind of take the game to India last night?
Yeah, I think a lot of credit needs to go to Finn with the way he approached that power play last night. I think he got us off to a very good start. The way he put the bowlers under pressure really made life easy for me at the non-strikers end. And when Finn gets going like that, it's no better place to watch him bat. So yeah, it was a great start from him.
In T20 cricket, the guys in the group talk a lot about the communication, and it did feel like there was a bit of a change over the course of last night in terms of potentially what was expected from that surface and then how it played. What did you sort of observe from the time you were out there batting and then what you then saw from behind the stumps and as the keeper?
Yeah, I think as a group, during the halftime period, we sort of noticed that there was a lot of turn on offer. The way they bowled their spin throughout the middle periods and up the order made it challenging for us with the bat. So we sort of said we need to try and put them under pressure with our spinners. We had three options to use. Obviously, Mitch Santner was fantastic last night. Michael Bracewell was also handy in the middle, as well as Ish Sodhi as always. So it was good to have those options, and we sort of noticed that the turn was tougher to hit, and we certainly played with that in the second half.
And taking that obviously into game two, very short turnaround. We're now here with a game tomorrow. What does the side sort of look to do? What have you done today, and what do you look to do tomorrow to make sure you're ready for tomorrow night's game?
Yeah, I think for us with the quick turnaround, it's all about rest and recover. It was a late finish last night, so for us it's about getting some good rest tonight, not overcomplicating things. Look at where we can improve in that first game and see where their threats were, and just come back with a nice fresh mindset and ready to go in game two.
We saw last night that obviously India have a very powerful lineup with the bat and also some very skillful bowlers. What are they like as a T20 opposition in terms of keeping coming at the side, and sort of you always have to be on, don't you?
Yeah, certainly. I think the way they play their cricket, they're obviously very powerful with bat and ball. They've got very skillful bowlers up front who can swing the ball both ways, and then with the bat, they've got lots of depth. So we know as a group we need to keep putting them under pressure with the bat and ball, and just throughout the game, keeping them under pressure puts us in good stead.
In terms of two more games to go, just finally, how do you kind of focus? And is it about just taking each one of those at a time, or do you look ahead at all? What do you take from these next two games?
Yeah, I think for us, our process is taking it each game as it comes. I think we sort of don't want to look too far ahead as a group. We sort of try and stay in the moment. Like you said earlier, we try and keep our communications nice and clear, and then just try and play with freedom and enjoy each other's company on the field.
Sorry, just made me think of one last one. Obviously, the other kind of major contributor with the bat as well as yourself and Finn yesterday was Daryl Mitchell, including a very helpful final over. In terms of what you made of Daryl, the way he took on the game yesterday, can you just comment on his innings?
Yeah, I think it was a special effort from Daryl last night. I think without that cameo that he put on towards the end of our first innings, we wouldn't have put on that competitive total. So, he certainly was the game changer for us with the bat. So, yeah, a lot of credit for him, and I think he'll take a lot of confidence from that first game and moving forward into the next two games.